Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. We've gone a long way in this journey. We started all the way from Cyprus a couple of episodes back, and we've traveled around, around 4,000 kilometers all in all, including the ferry ride. So we came all the way from Cyprus, crossed over to Greece, and then passed through Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Austria, Germany, and we are now in Belgium. And we are going to make our way now towards the UK. And from there, we'll be traversing London and moving all the way to the north here. So that's going to be something I'm really looking forward to because it has been a while since we have been to the UK. I have some topics I wanted to discuss along those lines. Anyway, let's get started. We also ended in the previous episode where we almost ran out of fuel. Almost, but not quite. So I'm happy that we were able to make it work somehow. Right. Fuel economy is at 35.5. Looking pretty good. Let's keep that going. So actually, we are crossing over to France as well. That's true because the Eurotunnel, is that how we call it? The Eurotunnel is in Calais. So we are crossing from Belgium to France and then from France to the UK, to England specifically. Man, I love the sounds of this truck. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. It's, I think the first time we did something like this, something this ambitious. And thank you guys for all the tips. I was finally able to read some comments. So as this recording, we're now in France. As this recording, we have just released the first episode of this mini-series. So thanks for the support. Glad you're liking it. Thanks for the comments and thanks for the tips. A lot of you guys told me to turn off automatic updates in Steam to make sure that we are not updating the game and losing our progress. We're still at risk of getting some Steam Workshop update, but at least it won't be that risky compared to an actual game update, which can absolutely nullify the entire trip that we're doing. So we'll see how it works. There you go, tunnel sous la Manche. I'm not sure how to read that, not even sure what that means, but we'll just follow the GPS. I trust it. Yeah, that seems fair. It looks like we are... The highway is ending. It seems like. I'm looking in front. There seems to be a junction there. It does seem to be a roundabout. Okay, let's stay on the left here. Loving the textures, loving the visuals here. Oh crap, 70. Let's go full retarder. Apply some brakes as well. Loving those sounds. When you apply full retarder, it also applies engine brakes, from what I've noticed, and I think that's pretty realistic. How pro we are there in that roundabout, huh? Now, or will we be pro when we go out like this? Yes, we will be. Good. Lucky. So oftentimes I crash into an AI car when that happens. Yeah, I'm quite nervous because we'll be driving soon at the other side of the road again. I'm not saying wrong side of the road, okay? Just other side. For our UK friends. I had a look recently at the analytics in YouTube, and it's quite interesting. I don't normally look at analytics because I'm not very savvy with it. Don't know what to do with it, and the topic for today is along those lines. It's a question from Barry. But yeah, I had a look at the analytics and I saw that actually majority of the viewers in the channel are from the UK. So whoa. Almost stepped over there. So welcome guys, and I'm glad to be going back to the UK after a long time. So thanks for watching, and thanks for your support. If you are from the UK, go in the comment, say hi, or make your presence known in some way. But that's pretty cool, because I remember before, I think most of the folks were from the US, and I guess through the different ETS2 content, that's probably how the UK audience got built up bit by bit. Can I squeeze in? Thank you. That car is pretty accommodating, thank goodness. Phew, bumpy ride. I kind of remember this route. Remember it. So anyway, yeah, the question from Barry is, well, he says it's not really a question, but it's more like he wants me to share about that topic. But it is quite a question. So he asks, so what is your secret of success as a YouTuber on simulation games in terms of subscribers, and how do you balance hardcore simulation elements against entertaining elements in your video? And have you ever suffered a bottleneck on viewers or subscribers on YouTube, and what you did about it? So before I start with anything, let me just say, success as a YouTuber, I'm not sure I would classify myself under that category, to be honest, but we are growing, and I am loving the community, so I guess we could classify ourselves. We're not rich. Well, I'm not rich. Maybe you guys are. Not earning from this. Well, I am a little, but it's like spare change. But yeah, I am really oh, those stutters are starting to get to me. But yeah, I wouldn't call myself a successful YouTuber, but I would say we have developed a community. We are starting to develop a community, and it's headed the right direction. So I am pretty happy with that, and I'm hoping we are able to grow and maintain that level of quality in the community. You know, minimal number of trolls, if any at all. Lots of people who are liking the content, really liking the content, and not just liking it, like pressing the like button, but really watching it and enjoying it. That means a lot. Let's see, where should we go? Next lane. This one is for cars, that one is for trucks. Okay, that will end us up in, what does that sign say? Felixstowe? Folkestone. Okay, let's squeeze ourselves in here first before we continue. So yeah, with that disclaimer out of the way, because I mean, the subscribers are growing, and I really appreciate that, guys, but we are far from my goal is to eventually have enough subscribers, enough big enough community that I can actually make this my full-time work, you know. Oh, I love that icon. That's from Natural Lux Subtle Icons, I believe. Very nice. Eurotunnel hype. And right now the numbers we are getting, that is far away from making it something I can live on and something I can flourish on. But we are headed the right direction, I must say. And I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving. So thank you. Glad you are here, and looking forward to the future with you guys. Is this the right lane? I guess so. Everybody, welcome to England. I have to remember which side of the road to drive on. So with that disclaimer out of the way, that very long disclaimer, what is my secret? There is no secret for me. Actually, I don't know the secret ingredient, if there is one. But I think one of the main things I can share is, well, it's a number of different things. One thing is consistency. Oh my goodness, this is going to be quite difficult. Let's go through this ramp first before I continue. Good. Alright. So one thing is consistency. That really helps a lot. Because even if you make the most amazing videos, but you only make it once, and people cannot expect something from you on a weekly or on a monthly or on a set basis, then it's going to be harder for them to follow and subscribe. If you have them, like if you make a viral video but you don't follow up on it, then that's the end of the line. Even if you make like a million views on one video but you don't follow up, then or you don't make videos the same caliber, then it's the end. So for me, number one is consistency. Well, in no particular order, but things I can remember. Have to be consistent. That's something I like to push on as well. And that's why I go for daily videos as much as I can, as much as possible, so that you guys won't forget me. Ooh, fancy train. I like that. There's the warning. Drive on left. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, let me stay here. That's 40 miles, which is 64 kilometers. It was see on our GPS. Alright. And for a strip this long, it's kind of weird, huh? Being limited to 64 kilometers per hour on this very wide stretch of road. I've had country roads in France or other countries which have like 80 kilometers per hour speed limit. So this is a bit weird for me. Still 40, yeah, okay, that's fine. And yeah, now we're speeding. Slow down a bit there. So yeah, consistency is one thing, but it's not only the thing. You know, we also need some other things, and I think it's a right balance of consistency and the willingness to change. Like I said, I'm no expert. I've been in the quote-unquote business for quite some time. I think 6 years now, actually. Wow, time flies, huh? And I've learned a couple of things since then. I don't know the secret ingredient. I don't claim to know the best thing that you need to do, but I can share what I've done and what I'm doing. That's the most I can do. So there should be in addition to consistency, there should be like a willingness to learn and a willingness to change. You know, like observing. And I think that's where analytics comes in, because using analytics, it's a good way to determine if people are watching, if people are watching consistently, or if they're just tuning in like a few minutes and then leaving, which is very common for me at least. And adjusting your style, adjusting the format, or adjusting something to make it work. And that's going to be pretty tricky. I love this view. I'll try and take a screenshot here later. And that's something that I really want to work on. One sec, I think we have to turn right here. This lane, yeah, that's the one. Absolutely beautiful signs I remember here in the UK, thanks to Pro Mods. If we keep the content here to only SCS content, we will not be happy truckers. Because in all honesty, the UK in default SES content pretty much sucks, because it's old school, super old content and has not been updated for years, more than 5 years maybe. But yeah, thanks to pro mods, we are getting all those realistic signs in the realistic junctions. And based on people from here, this looks pretty much like the real thing. So amazing work, pro mods team. Amazing work indeed. Alright, but anyway, going back to the YouTube thing. So the analytics would help. Like, do I need to make longer videos? Do I need to make shorter videos? If people are not watching enough or tuning out, then maybe I need to make it shorter. Maybe I need to change something. That's something I need to work on. And that's something that analytics can help with. Yeah. But one thing, a general thing I can share is there has to be a willingness to learn. And a willingness to adjust. First and foremost, what everybody says, and this is true, but not the only thing that's true. Slow down here. Couple of parked cars there. Interesting. So I guess we suddenly came out of the highway. Cool. And there's now a roundabout here. Okay. Quite interesting. I don't quite remember this route. Is that a Mumbai bus? Yes, it is. Nice. Mumbai busing for the win. Maybe I'll share the Mumbai bus story for those who are new to the channel. I'll go to that after I finish the YouTube thing. So number one thing that all the people recommend is being true to yourself. Don't try to be someone else. And you have to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, that's always the number one thing. Whatever you do, it has to be something you're really interested in. Don't just do something because it's famous. Don't just do something because it's the in thing and you are feeling FOMO, fear of missing out. You're feeling left out by your friends or by the people around you. Everyone's making content for this game. I have to make this game. Everyone bought this game already, so I have to make videos for this game. It doesn't work. If you force yourself like that, and you don't really like it, it shows in the video. And I've been guilty of that a couple of times. I try to avoid it, but yeah, sometimes it's hard. The fear of missing out is real nowadays, especially with social media all around. So you really have to be aware of it and watch it. Also, I got a comment requesting that we go through London to explore. Let's see if we can go through the heart of London. I think we will be. Yeah, I think we will be going through. Can we go through there? I think that would take us through the heart of London, but that would take us through some nice areas as well. I think we keep to the default route. Let's follow that. Stay in lane. Alright. Part-time signals. Okay, look at that. Is this the Blackwall Tunnel, or how do you call it? I think I remember that, and has those barriers like Takeshi's Castle. Absolutely cannot stay in that lane for trucks, otherwise I'd hit the vertical barrier. Very morbid, but very effective way of preventing large vehicles from going there. To be fair, we got like a vertical clearance warning sign before we entered the tunnel, so that wasn't too bad. Let's take a screenshot right here. That was lovely. Oh yeah, that was the going into London itself, but because we are looking for fuel economy, I don't think that's going to be a very good deal. It's a nice sneak peek into London though. And if you guys want more London content, let me know and we'll do a future job here, especially for our UK fans. So yeah, do what you love, do what you enjoy, and you have to push that a bit sometimes. You have to think creatively, so don't stick to just that, but it should revolve. Everything should revolve around something that you are interested in, something you like. Otherwise, it would show in the video. If you just do things for the views, yeah, it would really show. Looking good. Beautiful. Let's have a look from outside. Not too shabby. Man, Pro Mods is definitely amazing. I wouldn't mind staying in the UK area as long as Pro Mods is around. Because man, anywhere you go is super scenic. So yes, do what you like, do what you're really interested in, but be also at the same time be malleable. Don't resist change if change is something that is required. So if you look at the numbers and if you see that people are not resonating, I guess that's also similar to the follow-up question from Barry. Like, what do you do? Have you ever been in a slump, in a bottleneck, like where the subscribers have limited, the number of views have slowed down? And ever since in the channel, we've never been like such a fast grower. We're not like the viral type, right? We're more like a chill, along the same lines on how the videos are in the channel. We're very chill, we're very relaxed, and that's also how the subscribers have been increasing, the views have been increasing. It's been increasing at a very slow pace, slow but steady. So there have been a couple of slumps, I guess, but I haven't really noticed because it's never been that fast. But then the subscriber count and view count has never been one of my priorities, which I guess some people would say it should be. But for me, as I mentioned, I don't look at the analytics that much. And I mostly use my heart. That sounds cheesy, I know. Like, what resonates? What do I think resonates the best with people? What are people looking for? What are people going to be interested in? And most of all, what am I interested in? And then I just do that. And then I hardly look at the views even. Like, there was a time when I looked at my videos and saw, oh, only 500 views. Oh, this one had 3,000 views. Oh, wow, this one has this one. I don't do that anymore. I just do the best I can in each video. I post it and I don't look back on how many views it has. And that's opposite of how it should be. If you have like a proper model where you analyze and adjust and stuff like that. But I don't know, personally, it's not very organic to me if I analyze it using analytics. And I like it to be very natural, very authentic, as some people would say, right? Because I want it to be me, I want it to be natural. Look, another Mumbai bus. And I really want it to be as real as possible. So I don't want to make videos just for the views. I want to make videos that I really like, that I'm really interested in, and that I think you guys might be interested in as well. So it's a win-win. So, but yeah, I'm not a very much like an analytics guy. And I know a lot of people, especially the big YouTubers, would disagree with that. Because analytics or data speaks the truth. But I don't know, I just haven't gone around that myself. So that's something I might need to work on. Maybe we stick to 90 kilometers, huh? So that we are driving a bit more eco-friendly, because we are at the peak of our green zone in terms of revs. Stick to 90. Okay, see that? There was a sign saying something corridor, and then there was a Pro Mods logo. I'm guessing we are coming across one of the new areas in ProMods 2.3 or 2.4. I can't remember which one. But yeah, might be. Most probably. Look at that retarder action. Oh, I love that. We're going to save a lot of fuel on this one. It's free falling or gliding. But yeah, YouTubing is an art, and you can approach it different ways. You can analyze the data, which is the most optimal thing to do. But so far, I haven't gone around to that yet. I'm more on the organic aspect, if you could say that. More on the feels, you know. And it's not been very effective. That's why we are not growing as fast as other channels who are looking at data. But for me, it feels very natural. And of course, I want to become a big channel eventually. But so far, I'm liking the growth. I'm liking the pace that we're growing. Slow and steady and very organic. Very authentic. Nothing fake about it. So the videos that come out in my channel, I can say with honesty that I really like them to be there. They're not there for the views, you know. Sometimes I adjust. I think of content that people will like, but it has to be something that I'm very much interested in first and foremost. Otherwise, it will not be it will be fake, and it will go against the essence of the channel, which is to be as real as possible, so that I can share with you guys my personality and at the same time my likes, my interests, and yeah, that's why I make these videos. About the aspect of how I balance the hardcore and elements and the casual elements, the entertaining elements. The truth is, I don't think about it. And sometimes that might be a very good thing to think about. But at this point, as I mentioned, not an expert yet, I don't think about it. As you can probably understand by now, I'm not a very analytical guy when it comes to YouTube. Normally, I am very logical. But with YouTube, I use mostly the heart, the feeling, the gut feel. You know, if I feel like this would be interesting, then I make a video on it and I focus on that. If I feel like this is something that people will not resonate with, then I don't. And yeah, it's more because I think with entertainment, it's not only about the numbers. It's not only about the, what do you say, the logical side. It's more about the feeling, right? If it's about entertainment, or it's about, YouTube is mostly about entertainment and learning about things. And if you're entertaining people, it has something to do with not really the logical side of the brain, right? But more of the emotional side. So that's why I don't really focus so much on too much of the analytics. I think it can help me, but I shouldn't overdo it. I should start thinking about it, but I shouldn't overdo it either. Because I think making videos from the heart is really speaks volumes. You know, it has something that people can really feel. It's something that people can really distinguish versus something in it to make views, to be viral or whatnot. So yeah, I'm hoping that my videos are able to show my interest in these simulators and my constant search for relaxation and chillness in a way, if that makes sense. Crossing over to Birmingham now, and we should actually start looking for a rest area. Let's let this guy pass, then we move move over to his lane, because this lane is cutting off based on the signs on the GPS. There you go. Absolutely loving the textures, the junctions. Project Next Gen is making everything look so much more amazing than it already is. Let's stay here. We're currently on the M6, I think, based on the sign. And yeah, this is definitely Pro Mods M6. Yep. So let me see, is there a gas station nearby? There is. Okay, there's a rest area up ahead. We'll stop there and maybe sleep for the day. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, 8 p.m. I think we'll sleep there and resume in the morning. Stay in the middle lane here because that other one is cutting off. Cardiff. Man, I'm loving this trip. So happy I took on this long haul. Feels very different. But yeah, that's what I can say about YouTube, and hopefully I was able to give some insight for those people who are looking into starting your own channels, or maybe you're on the journey already. Just enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it. It's a very great experience because you get to be an all-in-one. You get to experience all the roles in one. You're a content creator, you're the director, you're the actor, you're the editor. And even after you've published the video, you're an SEO guy, search engine optimization guy. You're a data analyst because you analyze the analytics. You're a customer service representative because you reply to comments and manage the people, especially the trolls. You are a businessman because you need to also take care of the bottom line. So it's an all-in-one business, and it is a business. It can be a business. It can be a hobby, or it can be a business. And if you really want to grow, you have to treat it like a business. But that doesn't mean you lose your heart in the process. Yeah, that only means being more mindful and being more like, as I mentioned, like don't be resistant to change if it is required and stuff like that. So those are my tips. If you want more details, feel free to ask again some more detailed questions, and I can expound on it as best as I can. Now, yeah, all these items take with a grain of salt because, as I mentioned, not the expert. I don't think my methods are the best out there. I'm sure you can find a lot of smarter guys than me who know how the system works, how to analyze the numbers, how to make it work. But yeah, if you want to make a channel that is really meaningful to yourself, that you like, then I think you are good starting off with where I'm coming from. And then continue learning. That's also one tip. Continue learning and continue evolving. Services in 200 yards. Okay, perfect. We'll stop here, sleep for the day. Or do you guys want to view some sunset? Yeah, maybe we'll stick around and we'll pause for the next episode, but we won't sleep yet. We'll probably wait for full night before we do anything. I guess I go ahead and refuel here anyway. Not that we need it. Oh, I should have gone to that lane. Can I switch? Okay, he's done as well. Alright. Let's refuel here, just to be on the safe side. Alright. So I wasn't able to share the Mumbai bus story anymore, but I'll do that for the next episode. Okay? Just remember those London buses. Right? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking. And don't forget, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends, okay? Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking.